Yo, YouTube. Um, in this video, I want to talk about following Christ, and I know this topic can be a little boring most of the time, but I promise you guys, I'm gonna try my best not to make it, boring. So, you know, I'm talking about like real life experiences. So I'm pretty sure that's gonna be, like a good topic, right? So, following Christ. I've been following Christ for 3 years, right? I started following Christ when I started my fitness journey, right? That's when I took God serious, and that's when I took, everything else serious, like my mental and my emotional, right? And I told you guys in the last video that, I was dealing with a lot of stuff, emotionally and mentally, even before that, right? But during those 3 years, I think those 3 years were probably the hardest, um, times of my life. And I say that because, during that time I was doing better for myself. And, life, it's like life doesn't want you to, succeed, right? And it will try like its best to stop you from succeeding. Right? That's with everything too, right? Every time you're like growing, there's always gonna be resistance, right? There's always gonna be resistance. I don't even like know if that's like a quote in real life, or if somebody already said that, but from my experience, I'm gonna say that wherever there's growth, there's always gonna be resistance, right? I know like so many times where it's like I just felt like I couldn't, because and what's funny is you can't really explain what you feel, and you can't explain like what's going on. You just know like something is there, something is stopping you, right? And bro, when I say like following Christ is like the first few years, when you decide, okay, I'm gonna take my life serious and I'm gonna start following Christ. When I tell you, it's gonna be so hard. Like if you plan on trying to change your life, and this is coming from me too. Like if you plan on trying to change your life, but you're not willing to suffer for that change, I don't recommend you coming to Christ, because bro, it's not easy trying to like get to the next level, wherever wherever that may be, like whether it's physically, mentally, spiritually, or emotionally. I don't recommend you coming to Christ if you think, if you're planning on getting to the next level and not suffering through the journey, because it's a lot that goes on, right? And I could say this confidently, because I've been through so much these 3 years, and even now, like I'm still facing like certain things, but from now to back then, like it's way better, right? It's way better. Like I'm able to manage my emotions better. And speaking of emotions, I've actually got some I actually got some medication for that now. And when I say like that, it's so effective. Like the medication is so effective for, my what's it called? Nervous system, right? My nervous system. And, I just feel way more calm, right? And I'm just thankful for that. Like everything else, I'm in a better like state of mind. Like my mind is at peace, and I'm more happy now. Even though like sometimes, like even though like I'm not where I want to be, I can say like from where I was back then, Like, yeah, I've definitely progressed, even though like I was feeling like I was stagnant. Um, there was movement going on, right? And that's that basically, like, that's what comes with the journey, right? Sometimes you'll feel like nothing is happening in your life, even though so much is happening, right? That's like that's the way spiritual warfare works, right? Most of you probably don't know about that, but it's like the good versus the bad, right? The good forces are fighting the bad forces, and um, sometimes it feels like you're losing, but it's actually the opposite, all right? Because you can't lose. You can't lose. The only way that you lose is if you give up, right? So, um, I'm living proof of that, right? You know, I'm living proof, and I can testify and say that, yeah, I'm doing better now. And I know, like, from 3 years ago till now, it's only gonna get better and better, right? I'm only gonna keep improve. I'm gonna just keep improving. I'm gonna keep progressing until I'm like, at the top, right? Because that's my goal. That's my goal. I want to be the best version of myself. And I know, because like I'm on this journey, because I'm, serving Christ. I know, like that's, like it's confirmed. Like I know, like I'm gonna get to that version of myself. Like I know I'm gonna get to my fullest potential, because I'm fully locked in, bro. Like when I tell you, like, I'm fully locked in with God, I mean it, bro. And when I tell you, it's been the most peaceful season in my life. Like, this season right now is just so, like, yeah, it feels good, man. It feels good. This season is very um rejuvenating, if that's the word I'm looking for. Basically, yeah, because these past 3 years I've been like, it's like my energy has just been going to waste. But this season right now, the season that I'm in right now, is like, I just feel like my spirit is being filled, and yeah, it just feels good. It feels good. So yeah, I've come a long way. Come a long way, and that's the thing with God. Like, you never lose time with God. Like, you never lose energy with God, right? So obviously, at the start, it's gonna be hard, but God is always gonna repay that. He's always gonna repay that back, right? And I'm living proof. I'm living proof of that. And plus, I know God ain't finished yet, right? God still got way more in store for me, right? And I'm on this path, and yeah, like, I want all of it, man. I'm coming for all of it. Like, I want everything that God has for me, and I can't wait. Like, I'm looking forward to that, right? And a little bit of advice to those that are just starting. Um, whatever it is, like your fitness journey, and like other things, like serving Christ. Starting it's always gonna be hard, right? It's always gonna be hard. It's never gonna be easy. But once you get in that flow, obviously, yeah, sure, it's not gonna get easier, but you become more adaptive, right? Like, you're able to adapt, right? And I'm gonna tell you, like, right now, from day one, when I started serving Christ, from day one, He started working on me. From day one, like, I could feel, Him working my heart, right, and building me. I could feel the progress from day one. Even though some days, yeah, I was a little, discouraged, because it felt hopeless some days. But you know, in my heart, like, I always knew, like, in my heart, it's not even knowing. Like, I could feel Him working. I could feel him doing a good work, right? A good work in me. And I'm just thankful, and I'm gonna tell y'all right now, like, even though like some days, right, even though some days it may feel like he's not doing anything, just trust that he is. Trust that he actually is working in you, right? And it's gonna get better, right? It's gonna get better. It got better for me, right? I remember days where it's like I would just freeze. Like my anxiety would take a hold of me, and I would just freeze, right? And my depression, like, it would keep me like in bed, bro. I was bad, right? So if I could come from that to where I am now, then you can too, right? You just gotta keep trusting in God and know that He's gonna work it out for you, right? So yeah, just keep that in mind, and yeah, I'll see y'all in the next one.